Bro, stop whatever you're doing right now, because this selection contract might be the one you end up regretting for the rest of this eFootball 2026 season. eFootball squad, welcome back to the channel, and today we need to talk about something serious. This is the eFootball Festival campaign selection contract, and I need you to understand where we are really at right now, because this is honestly starting to look like the downfall of eFootball Mobile. Let me explain what I mean before we even touch the cards. If you remember the mobile anniversary campaign, Konami was handing out free 105 and even 106 rated cards. That's epic level power for zero cost, just from playing the game. Then the campaign right before this one? The highest rated card we could pull for free was a 104 Drogba. Now, in this festival selection contract, the best card on the entire list is a 104 Rio Ferdinand. Do you see the pattern here? Every single campaign, the ceiling keeps dropping. We went from 106 to 104 to still 104 but with a weaker overall card. That's not a coincidence, that's a trend, and it's one every player pulling contracts in eFootball 2026 needs to notice. So today I'm not just ranking these cards for you, I'm walking you through exactly how I think about every single option in this selection contract, using the actual stats on each card, so you understand the reasoning and not just my final answer. That way, next time Konami drops a new contract, you'll already know how to read a card yourself. We've got defensive midfielders, a goalkeeper, forwards, and attacking midfielders in this pool, and almost every single one of them has a trap attached to it. Stick with me through this whole video because the order I'm covering these cards in actually matters. And at the very end, I'm going to give you my final verdict, position by position, so you know exactly who to pick no matter what your squad needs. And if you're new here, get subscribed right now, because we are building something real in this eFootball community and I want you along for it. Let's start with the defensive midfielder options, because this is where the first big trap in the pack is hiding. First up, Mark van Bommel, rated 102, and his playstyle is Anchorman Quick Explainer if you're newer to the game. Anchorman is a DMF playstyle built to sit in front of your backline, break up play, and rarely push forward, basically your defensive shield in midfield. Van Bommel's numbers back that up perfectly: 92 defensive awareness, 94 tackling, 95 aggression. That's exactly what an Anchorman needs to actually function the way the game intends. He even comes with long reach tackle as a skill, which extends his tackling range, genuinely useful for shutting down through balls. Now here's the trap. Frank Rijkaard is also in this pack, rated 103, 1 point higher, and on paper his stats look even better: 96 defensive awareness, 93 tackling, 92 aggression. Higher rating, similar numbers, so you'd think he's just the upgrade, right? Wrong. Rijkaard's playstyle is Destroyer, not Anchorman. A Destroyer DMF is built to aggressively step out of position and win the ball through duels, which means he does not hold the defensive line the same disciplined way an Anchorman does. If your team already needs that deep, positional shield in front of the back four, Rijkaard actually leaves gaps that Van Bommel wouldn't. So here's my read on this. If you already pulled a Rijkaard from your daily login rewards or a previous campaign, do not prioritize grabbing him again here, it's redundant. But if you specifically need an Anchorman in your DMF slot, Van Bommel is the pick, even though his rating is technically lower. This is the exact kind of decision this whole video is about. Rating number does not equal squad fit. A 103 in the wrong playstyle can be worse for your formation than a 102 in the right one. Keep that lesson in your back pocket because it's going to come up again and again as we move through this list. Now let's talk goalkeepers, because David Seaman is in this selection contract too, rated 103, playstyle defensive goalkeeper. Here's how I judge every single goalkeeper card in this game, and this is a rule you need to remember. A genuinely elite keeper needs balance across GK reflexes, GK catching, and GK reach together, not one inflated number carrying the whole card. Seaman's GK parrying sits at 96, which looks amazing at first glance, but his GK reflexes and GK reach both sit at 92. 92 is solid, don't get me wrong, but reflexes are what actually determine whether your keeper reacts fast enough to close range shots and one-on-ones. That's the stat that saves you points in division matches. A high parrying number means nothing if the reflexes aren't there to back it up first. So if you're still relying on a lower rated goalkeeper right now and you're hoping this pack solves that problem, I need to manage your expectations. This isn't the huge upgrade it looks like on paper. Now let's speed through a few more traps in this pack. Daniel Massaro is in here, playstyle Fox in the box, and I'll be straight with you, Fox in the Box is one of the weakest striker playstyles for PvP division play right now because it locks your movement almost entirely inside the box with very little build-up involvement. Skip him. Same tier of skip goes to Shinji Ono, playstyle whole player, another card that just doesn't translate to competitive division football the way his stat sheet might suggest. Both of these belong in the same conversation as our next card, which genuinely deserves its own breakdown because the reasoning behind why it's a skip is actually really interesting. This next part is the one I really want you to pay attention to, because it exposes something about how Konami builds these cards. Rui Costa is in this pack, rated 102, and his playstyle is labeled Classic Number 10. Quick explainer, Classic Number 10 is an AMF playstyle designed around flair, tight dribbling in tight spaces, and being the free-roaming creative spark of the team. But look at Rui Costa's actual attributes: 94 low pass, 93 lofted pass, 92 curl. That is a pure vision and distribution profile. That's not a Classic Number 10 skill set, that's textbook creative playmaker, the playstyle built around spraying passes and unlocking defenses with vision rather than individual dribbling flair. Konami mislabeled this card's identity, and it genuinely holds the card back from performing the way its numbers suggest it should. Now flip that exact situation on its head with Dennis Bergkamp, rated 103. Bergkamp's actual playstyle in this pack is creative playmaker. But look at his numbers: 89 finishing, 95 ball control, 91 dribbling, and he comes with the skill momentum dribbling attached to his card. That is a Classic Number 10 profile if I've ever seen one. A player meant to carry the ball forward and finish chances himself. Konami basically swapped these two identities. The card that should play like a number 10 got labeled a creative playmaker, and the card built like a creative playmaker got called a Classic Number 10. This is exactly why I keep telling you, read the stat sheet before you read the playstyle label, because the label alone can genuinely lie to you about how a card will actually perform on the pitch. Between these two, Bergkamp is the one worth your attention if you're after an attacking midfielder, purely because his attributes are simply higher across the board and more complete, even if Konami filed his identity under the wrong folder. Let's move through the last three cards in this selection contract. Paul Scholes, rated a strong 104, playstyle box-to-box, meaning he's designed to contribute in both defensive recovery and attacking transitions across the full pitch. His speed and acceleration numbers are genuinely excellent for a midfielder, and on paper this looks like the standout pick of the entire pack. But here's the catch, this is actually the second time Konami has handed us a free box-to-box option, because a free box-to-box Gerrard already came through a previous campaign, and both cards even share the low screamer skill. If you already claim that Gerrard, Scholes becomes redundant in your midfield, you simply don't need two players filling the exact same tactical role with overlapping skills. Now on to Rio Ferdinand, rated 104, playstyle build-up, meaning he's a centre-back designed to also help progress possession out from the back. His defensive numbers are strong, but his mobility is the concern. Only 83 speed and 78 acceleration. That's genuinely on the slower side for a modern centre-back in this game's meta, where recovery pace against fast wingers matters a lot in division matches. If you're already running a safer, more mobile centre-back option in your current squad, that card is likely still the more reliable choice defensively. Last card, Marco Reus, rated 103, playstyle prolific winger, meaning he's built to be a direct, end-product focused wide attacker rather than a pure creator. His numbers back it up: 91 acceleration, 88 speed, 83 finishing. That's a genuinely dangerous winger profile. But if you already have a free Luis Diaz sitting in your club from an earlier campaign, skip Reus. You don't need to duplicate that exact wide forward role twice in one squad. So let's bring this all together into one clean final verdict, position by position, so you know exactly what to do when you open this selection contract yourself. If your squad needs an anchorman sitting in front of your backline, go with Mark van Bommel. His stats and playstyle are actually aligned, unlike Ridge cards destroy a trap. If you need an attacking midfielder and want the more complete, higher performing card despite the mislabeled playstyle, take Dennis Bergkamp over Rui Costa every single time. And if absolutely none of those roles are open in your squad right now, your fallback pick is Rio Ferdinand. Because a 104 rated centre-back still adds real value to your defensive line even with the pace concern. More value than a duplicate box-to-box, a duplicate winger, or a mismatched goalkeeper upgrade would. That's the full breakdown of this festival selection contract, and honestly, watching the highest available rating drop campaign after campaign is something we all need to keep an eye on together as this eFootball 2026 season continues. If this breakdown helped you make a smarter pick instead of wasting a contract on the wrong card, smash that subscribe button right now, It genuinely helps this channel grow and it costs you nothing. Drop a comment down below and tell me which part of eFootball 2026 confuses you the most right now, whether it's a mechanic, a playstyle, a specific campaign, or anything else, because that's exactly what I'm covering in the next video. I read every single comment, so don't be shy. I'll see you in the next one. eFootball Squad, stay sharp out there.